Hello, and welcome to another day of developing Jump Off the Bridge. And it's me, your host, Codemaster Code Dog. Hello, Mojo. How are you? How's your day going? Looks pretty good. So I'm going to start with playtesting. Whoop. I'm going to start with playtesting. Whoop. What am I looking for here? There we go. Huh. I clicked enter or something on delete. Great. Hello, JD. How are you? How are both of you doing? And Thomas, I know you're here as well. Tell me how you're doing. Alright, so I no-lifed it and spent... Man, I couldn't even tell you how many hours. It was more than 50 hours working on this level. And it's pretty good. I'm doing pretty good after grinding this level. I'm quite happy with it. Hello, Thomas. Welcome. And it looks pretty good. It plays pretty good. I have to add the sound to it. It's pretty straightforward as a level goes. I imagine most new players getting onto it will be surprised to see it. It's got some unique mechanics that I'm quite excited about. It's pretty cool, and it's got a lot of references to like people and stuff. You'll probably notice all of your names in there somewhere. I did make sure to include you guys in the beginning. I can actually pause it. Yeah, I have Thomas in there. I got Mojo. And then I do have JD, but it's like way lower, I think. It's in there somewhere. You're pissed. Why are you pissed? Having a hard time? It's been a rough day for you. Did your computer corrupt some files or something and you lost something or what? So yeah, this turned out pretty good. It's got references to Forsen. Oh, school starts tomorrow. That sucks, dude. Yeah, dude, you're in a video game. You're in it. You made it. This is your fame. No, it's pretty cool. I like how this turned out. It's actually it's a little bit too difficult, I think. I'm gonna have to lower it down. It's not difficult in the beginning, but the end section is very difficult. It requires a lot of focus. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I like it, if I like the pain, I'm just going to leave it. The disadvantage to this level is that I like made it and play tested it with this idea of like chat rolling in randomly, which does work. I had to up it a little bit because I didn't want it to move like single frames of chat moving at a single frame, but it can move every 2 frames up to 10 frames. So from a range of 2 to 10, that's when the chat messages will spawn. So you could just get hella unlucky, like really, really, really unlucky, and end up dying. So it's a mix of a little bit of skill, a little bit of randomness, and I think that's what makes it really challenging. And the end section is deceptively simple. But it's pretty bad, difficulty-wise. I feel like most new people... I'm already at the point where I put over like 600 deaths in this level, so I'm pretty well versed in it, even if I am going to die quite a bit playing it. But, like, I don't know. It's been a while since I've assessed the skill level of the people playing my game. Let's see, the end is pretty straightforward. You just have to survive until you get to the I'm not here to rob you of your shadows on the wall, and then you have to jump off the bridge. But while you're doing that, you have to dodge the spitballs that he's shooting at you, which is, you think would be easy, but it's difficult because you don't really know when the top row is going to fully terminate. I think that it's pretty difficult to manage mentally, considering the termination with the spitballs with avoiding lava all at the same time. But it makes for a fun challenge. I just don't know if it's like easy mode challenge. Granted, not everything in easy mode is actually easy, but I still want everything to be kind of beatable. But I also think it doesn't necessarily matter if I have a couple of hard and difficult levels necessarily, because I've added level keys so people will be able to skip levels that are too difficult if they have keys. But if I want like streamers to play this, I don't know. It could be very difficult depending on their proficiency with my game. But I'll leave it for now. I'm just going to test it a lot more and see if I want to change a few of these blocks in the bottom. I feel like it's just the bottom row that I really struggle with, because trying to manage dodging the spitballs on top of everything else. And you can only train against the spitballs if you make it to the end here. So, but let's see if I can beat it. See, having to dodge, you have to pray that it terminates or play the safe route. And I can also get the time stop. I'm kind of lazy about getting it, but I can get it. I have 3 of them in here, I think, and they do stop time for about 1.5 seconds, which gives you a little bit more of a window at the end if you wanted it. But yeah, like this one's difficult to get, but you can jump over there and grab that. And then there's actually a way to quick beat the level if you're really good, or you get really lucky. But it's kind of a difficult process, so I kind of left it in there just for people that are like speedrunners. You have to go down there, grab the time stop, jump a couple times, and then get to that part. And then you should be able to end it. But you got to be pretty good at jump off the bridge to do that, frankly. So I think I'm going to make an achievement for it. Like beat the level in less than 20 seconds, because it's kind of tough, especially with this guy getting in your way for your jumps. You can't really see exactly what you're doing. And you also, there's a little bit of luck involved, because you got to pray that you got enough time to jump. Like, I can't full jump there. I have to like half jump, but I also have to hope that it doesn't go up fast enough. I'm full jumping, that's why I keep dying. But I feel like it'll be a pretty difficult achievement to get. Yeah, that's pretty tough. But no, overall, it turned out really good. I'm very happy with it. Oh. Oh, I hit the bridge. Yeah, I should have hit that earlier. But you can kind of see what I'm going for here. It just takes a lot of struggle. So yeah, pretty good. Quite happy with that. And if you're wondering, well, Cody, you can just stand on the left. No, I've accounted for that. I have a shanker that shanks you on the left. I do not have an achievement for that, but there will be a key in the update, so you can earn a key by beating that. Yeah, that was a really early secret I made. And then also these things on the side here kill you as well. Yeah, there should be an achievement for defeating the dog. You're right. That's a good idea, Thomas. That's a very good idea. So yes. There's that. And then to celebrate, I was like, dude, I want to make a simple level next rather than something that has 5,000 moving parts. So I started working on something really easy, which is this level. It's a bow shooter. And I kind of have some just generic test sprites I made, like really quickly, to show the concept. I need a better percentage chance for these. It can't be random. But it's a pretty simple level so far. I might add, I have a couple more arrows I want to add. But I need some sort of telegraphing to make it a little bit better. Because it's actually, or I mean, obviously I need to play test it a bunch. I don't know if I need to change the bow speed or what. But I had this idea of like, man, I really want somebody in a watchtower just shooting magic arrows down at you. And so this is what I came up with. Well, the only one you really have to know is coming is the fire one. So I think if I do a particle effect or something for the arrow, it's also a lot of more work, probably a little bit more work if I wanted to make it so that you could see what arrow is in the knock when they knock it. I just have to have a separate arrow animation for each one, which isn't that big a deal, but it is more work. So why don't I have the bow change color? We'll see, that adds more animation. I was considering that, yeah. I was considering the arrow knock change color, but it requires more animation because I have a shoot animation, which obviously has the arrow for a couple frames, and then I have the reload animation, which has the arrow for a couple frames. I want to see where I am in the game. Here, I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure you're in. Let me check. Where is that at? Yeah, I gotta go chat message. And then let's look. JD, I'm pretty sure I put you in somewhere. If I didn't, well then I'll add you in right now. I'm surprised that, well, you've been in my stream chat. I was trying to pull people from my Discord. Did I just do JD? Thought I had you in here. Well, we can add you. NBD. I didn't even notice the reloads. Probably just changing the main animation where you're pulling back the arrow, having the arrow change, but would be nice. Yeah, I was thinking that would probably work because it is pretty quick. It's a very short animation. But I think you would notice it more. Like the problem is that the arrow's black and that top is kind of dark, so you're not seeing this top frame here very well. So I think, I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do. I might be able to get away with it if I make the arrow white and use image blend. I technically only need to add 2 animations, but they need to play at the same time. So that's what I'll probably do in a second here. But I thought I had JD in here. We're gonna have to add one for JD. Question is, where do I add you? I have to add you somewhere where it's not going to totally throw off my timing for this. Here, let's play the level again. And you can see how I add things to this level. Okay, so let's look here. We're going to do it bit by bit. It doesn't matter if I die. Actually, it's fine if I add you right after Matt. So let's do that. That should not affect JD. Should I do JD or JD is good? I'll do JD is good. And then we got to give you an emote. What emote should we give you? We have a bunch to pick from. I'm going to give you bald yap, I think. Oh, no, maybe we can do feels weak, man. I really love that emote. Perfect. Let's run that, and then we'll do the white arrow. Because I think that telegraphing the arrow type would actually help considerably. So mean. Why am I so mean? The feels weak emote is amazing. I was going to say. Yeah, we're going to have to change that. So let's see if it works. And let's see if it doesn't affect me too much. Yeah, honestly, having... Wait, did it show up? I didn't see it. It's after Matt, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. JD is good. Boom. It shouldn't affect anything too much. Yeah, because it just gives you more time, actually, to do this section. Does that make it easier? I'll think about it. If I have to move you, I'll move you, but for now it should be fine. It's still pretty hard, honestly. I might make it harder to do that anyways, but I just want to make sure you can't, like, you know, ignore this shit and just run off, because that totally ruins my whole level. So I need to make sure the player is subjected to the level as much as possible. I'm sure somebody will figure out a way to beat me or something and do some crazy stuff. I tried to account for, like I said, the left-hand side with the shanker, and then the whatever these Twitch icons are actually kill you. There are some sections where you can get in the left-hand side and it's a little bit easier. But yeah. Okay, I feel like that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna do this sniper thing. So we need to duplicate technically 3 animations, but that's fine. Let's duplicate them. Okay. Back there. So this is going to be arrow. Dude, you're in a video game. Stand. Arrow sniper stand. Arrow shoot stand. Arrow. Wait, why am I doing it? It should be arrow sniper reload. Arrow sniper reload, arrow sniper stand, arrow sniper shoot. That's what it should be. Kind of a weird naming convention, but it'll work. Okay, so here's the arrow stand. I actually don't have an arrow layer for this, so we'll add one. So first we need an arrow layer, and then we gotta remove the arrow. The arrow's in the bow draw currently. We're gonna put it on the top layer, and then we're just gonna remove everything else. And then we're gonna make the arrow white, because with white we can image blend into any color. So that's one. And these already have an arrow layer, so it's just gonna be a matter of changing the arrow to white. And we're gonna have to account for this later, but it'll work for now. White for this. Oh, there's the hand on that. I gotta fix that. Actually, I don't have to fix it in here. Oh, I missed part of it. What is this, a part of bow draw? Okay. So, oh, actually, we don't need this first frame. Okay, I need to fix that in the first frame was just a reference frame. Yeah. Okay. So then now this is the one with the hand and the arrow. It needs to be on bow draw. Okay. So now we can remove all of these. Actually, this is the main sniper. We just need the arrows removed. Okay. Cool. And then we need the arrow removed for this. Make sure it looks good. Okay. And then we need the arrow removed for stand, which we do not have an arrow layer for this, so let's add one. And then for bow draw, remove the arrow. We can remove it there. Okay. So that works for now. So we have separate things for that. And now we need an object to act. Do we though? Yeah, because can we draw a sprite and image blend it? I feel like we can actually. We might not even need to do that. So we're going to create a draw phase for the sniper. Draw self. And then we should be able to draw sprite extended. Yeah, okay. So this does work. Yes. This actually does work. How do we do this? So we need a color of arrow. We're not going to have them animated. We're just going to have them a static color because I feel like that'll be a better telegraph than having to read them initially. So we have to do a switch statement for the arrow color. Can you draw me with energy? Draw you with energy. Draw as in draw the energy from you, or draw you with energy. So we have to do a switch statement for the color of the arrow. The color of the arrow is going to be based on a type, which we've already defined as the arrow type. Do you know how to check specs on a PC? Yeah, you just go in the corner and type like computer and right click on it or something. So we need to do this. So if I remember correctly, yeah, system information. 0, 1, 2, 3. All right, so if I remember correctly, this is fire, this is lightning, this is portal, and this is earth. Okay, and then we need to create a variable, arrow blend, we'll call it. And it's going to equal C white as the default. And then we're going to change it based on the type. But we have to define those colors because I don't want them to be the default colors because they suck balls. Okay. Pretty good. Actually, the lightning one can be C white. Should it be C yellow? I think C yellow is default yellow. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. We'll make colors for them. So we're going to do color. I'm just going to do fire, color, lightning, color, portal, color, earth. And then we're going to do make color, RGB. And then we're going to get those colors. So let's start with the earth arrow. We'll just default it to the first frame here. So this is 102, 50, 15. 102, 50, 15. Okay. We got to do this again and again. Okay, next up, I do have a water arrow, but I haven't done it yet, so I'm just going to not use that. Yeah, streamer's door is open, so whale cannot be gremlin right now. Do you want me to close my door? I can close my door, but you'll have to... Well, I'll survive. You might have to turn down the air. Should I do pink for the portal or purple? I feel like pink is going to be easier to see. So I'm going to do pink, but I don't want it to get confused with red, so we'll see. 255, 38, 214. 255, 248, 15. Is that what it was? 255, oh, 38, 214. 38. I'm so off. I'm probably going to be cleaning up through the hallway, so if you think that won't bother you, you can stay open. Yeah, it's true. I think I'll survive. You can go gremlin mode if you need to. Alright, for then a lightning arrow, I might actually use the light yellow. Yeah, 255, 238, 153. I already forgot what it was. 255, 238, 153. 255, 138, 253? Is that what it was? 238, 153. 150. God. I can't remember 3 consecutive numbers. It's all over, guys. It's so over. And then I need the fire arrow. I'm gonna do red. 255, 40, 40. Okay, that one's easy. Five, 40, 40. Okay, so we have the colors. JD, you mentioned this in Bronoham's stream as well. Your PC's fine. Don't worry about it, dude. It doesn't matter what it is. It matters what you can do with it, okay? Fire. Earth. Okay, so now we're grabbing, based on the arrow type, we're grabbing the color. And then we have to draw. But we have to draw the sprite based on this. Look at Drew confirmed. Yes, it's good. For 900 bucks, you're doing fine, buddy. Don't worry about it. You'll need to have a computer envy for the bigger computers. So let's see here. We have to do... Actually, we're going to do another switch statement because I really like switch statements. It's going to be sprite index this time, though. Okay. So what does that mean? If it's not good, you could just download more RAM. Don't throw them off, Jade. No goats. You can't lie to them like that. Dude, you people have made entire operating systems on ass computers. You'll be fine. My computer is way worse than yours right now. I have a 1070. You have a 4060. You'll be fine. That computer will last like 10 years unless it's got something bad in it and goes bad. Or you know, get a power out and brick something or whatever. Actually, I shouldn't have copied that. So we need to check for the case here. So based on... I don't know what a 1070 is. Okay, well, you don't need to know what a 1070 is, but just know that your graphics card is like 10 generations ahead of mine. So you'll be fine. I have a very old graphics card. And I think you have more RAM than I do. Actually, I don't know how much RAM you have. I did have a Ryzen at one point, but I changed it out, so... You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just do what you can. Worst case scenario, you'll just have to make a bunch of 2D games, and then you can upgrade your computer and make 3D games, so... But I think your computer will run 3D just fine if you want to do Unity or Godot. So, Wiz Sniper, we need a stand. Dude, you got it for your birthday. Awesome. That's really cool. We need a shoot. And then we need a reload. So we're going to draw a different sprite on top of our sprite, since we're drawing the south at the beginning here, based on this. So the sprite is going to be SPR arrow sniper stand. It's going to use the same image index as us so that we make sure that it's in sync. It's going to be at our X and Y. It's going to just use our image X scale and our image Y scale, which doesn't change, but I could make a change if I wanted to. Image rotation, oh sorry, it's image angle. I don't know why they call it rotation. And this is where the blend is going to be different, because the blend is going to be arrow blend. Based on the arrow we're using, and image alpha is going to be the same. Okay, and then we just duplicate this 2 times and then change the sprite. So this is arrow shoot, and this is arrow reload. Okay, draw colored arrow to telegraph attack slightly. It's only going to let you telegraph the attack by like a couple frames. Dude, no problem. I appreciate you coming out. Make sure you have a good rest of the day, and don't work too hard, man. If you got a migraine, drink a lot of water or whatever. But just know your computer's fine. It should be more than capable to do what you need to do. Hey, you've been using GameMaker lately, haven't you? Have you started programming your first $20 game like Tyler has? Harassing another migraine sufferer. I got it. What? Oh, the Earth one's a little hard. Wait a second. It changes midair. Yeah, that wasn't fire. Okay, it works, but it's not working right. No, my friend is dumbass is lazy to make a sprite. You gotta do it all yourself, buddy. You can't rely on others. It's a solo endeavor. Oh, it's because it's changing the... Where do I change the arrow? A type. The A type needs to be changed earlier. Yeah, it's got to be changed in the... Oh, maybe it needs to be changed at the end of every reload. The start of every reload. Yeah, because the reload is where we're going to get a new arrow. Oh, he wanted to make a game with you. Gotcha, buddy. Lazy. Sucks to suck. We can move this down here. So that means if we're going to do... what did you say? I quit and do everything myself. Sounds like a plan. That's how you got to do it, buddy. All right. So if we want code to select the arrow here, arrow type based on player, because I might, based on the player's X value, I might have it weight a particular thing more than random later. But for now, we'll just have it select random because I just want a proof of concept the level, and then I'll refine it later. The faster I can get the actual parts moving and see if I like it, then it'll be easier to work from there, which is why it's like in a pretty rough state. I just had this idea of the Watchtower, and that's what I wanted to do. Lightning, lightning, fire, earth. Okay, that actually gives me quite a bit more. I actually want the earth one to be green, though. I don't like the brown, because it's hard to see. I keep mistaking it for like a black arrow or something. Where's my earth arrow? Can we use... Maybe this bright green would be better. 50, 229, 30. $50, $2.29, $30. Did I get it right? We don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. 50, 229, 30. 50, 229, 30. Okay. Let's run that. I think that'll ultimately be better for visual purposes. Yeah, Jade has migraines all the time. Like 80% of the month. Probably 90% actually. Where's the green, buddy? Show me the green. Show me the green. I want to see the... There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much easier. Having a look at all of them, though. That's harder. Oh. At least it gives you more preempting, even if it's like hard to look where you're going. But I'm gonna add a bullet trail next. I think that'll make it slightly easier to identify the arrow. I could just make the arrow not have an animation, but can you buy the keys with money? The keys. Yeah, you will be able to in the city buy the keys with money. I will have ways to do that. It isn't in the game yet, but it will be in there. There'll be secret areas for keys, and then there'll be places where you can buy the keys. So if a level's too difficult, then you can just grind. Honestly, this works much better than I thought it would. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna have to change the sprites. I don't like the earth sprite that much. I thought I would, but I'm gonna have to fix that. Lightning sprite looks okay. Portal sprite needs a lot of work. I don't like that at all. It's kind of ugly looking. It needs a dissipation animation as well. This level is also heavily luck-based because the arrow is complete random. When do you think the update will come out? Honestly, I have no idea, JD. I'm aiming for as soon as possible, though, I promise you. So you have to clutch your pearl, or is that what it's called? I have no idea. It means I've lost my eyebrows. She's lost the ability to move her eyebrows. Also, the arrows themselves do not kill you. It is only the effect that kills you. Yeah, another thing I want to do is I want to, I can do that right now. Botox is it's a botulism that they put in your face to numb your muscles. It's a poison or toxin? Bacteria? Something along those lines. What am I looking for here? Alright, so we have the arrow, which in the end step has all the code for each of the things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn Earth actually 3 above where the arrow hits. And then what I want Earth to do is when it comes in here, if not place meeting x y plus 1 parse solid, I want it to actually run while it's not meeting god x y plus, what is it? Do I do, well, I mean, we know it's gonna have to go down, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Y plus plus. Theoretically, does this work? Is it gonna have a problem? Yeah, let's only run this a couple times. It shouldn't have to run more than 10 times. If it does, it shouldn't have to run more than 5 times. Because my problem is I'm thinking preemptively here, and I know that the arrows are currently going to shoot off into the water, and I don't want it to run this code more than a couple times. So we're going to subtract run. I can actually, because my problem is the arrow is going to be slightly above. Maybe we'll just do one and we'll see how that works. I just don't want it to move too far down. But it shouldn't matter. So I don't have to do the city level. That's funny. By the time I get the city level out, dude, you're gonna have to beat it. You're gonna have to. I mean, actually, which part are you struggling on? Because there's the oh, the boomerangs. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about the boomerangs. Those are pretty tough. Yeah, boomerangs are probably what you're stuck on. That'd be my guess. Oh yeah, that looks much better. So what we did there is we made it so that the earth will spawn exactly on the ground rather than using gravity to fall to the ground, because there was like a very small, like it was like slightly above the ground. I didn't like it. Just took a shower. Forgot to wash. Sounds like you got to get back in the shower, dude. Okay, this level's pretty hard. I think next thing I'm gonna do is make the portal better. Oh, the ice one. The freezer? It's okay, man. You'll have the keys, so in the future you won't have to do that. Time for the horse bath. Yeah, I don't like the portal. First off, portal needs to be glowier. I thought I would like this purple, but I don't. But I want to take these colors, so let's take this. Take this. I gotta do it this way. It's the only way. Whoop. Game maker. Okay. Where to make the portal? Okay, so I have an open animation for the portal, which is okay, but could be flashier. Let's build our color palette here. Pretty simple. Okay. I actually want it to be like, you know, bigger. Oh. Maybe we can make the outside of this. Actually, it should just be wider, honestly. Maybe like 20. That should be fine for now. I just don't know why. The Time Wizard was easy and Dragon was too. But the freezer is hard. Well, if you keep at it, I imagine you'll get it, but I do understand it is kind of difficult. Is it better if I do this top row as... No, I'm not going to do that because we're going to end up changing it. I feel like this needs more initial. Let's do a... What are we looking at here? There. Let's do a... Let's do like a weird... Let's do some like weird Olympic ring shit or something. I kind of feel like that'll look cool. Let's do this pink. And then we'll do a spinning star. It's all gonna happen so fast, but oh, that kind of looks like not what I wanted. Do. Okay, let's see how that looks. It does look funky. It's kind of what I'm aiming for. funky. Let's change this though. I forgot to copy my palette. Fuck. Actually, I don't need it. Forget it. I want to do like, maybe we'll start with 1, and then we'll do like something over here, and then we'll do something over here. It's that purple that's throwing me off. I don't like that. Oh, maybe we need like a white frame. Honestly, it's funky, but I'm kind of okay with it. Maybe I can add some other stars. Why is that not giving me the pink? There we go. Let's make a stars layer. Where are these at? Boom. Boom. Let's add another one here and like here. And then we'll go like here. And then we'll do here. Oh yeah. Here, we can even make it cooler. So we're going to send the stars outwards slightly based on away. Let's see what that was. Honestly, wait, I don't like this one. What is this? Up, here, there. This can be over here. How do you make the area put pixels on bigger or smaller? So I go to the workspace and then I click this button here, resize sprite, and then I resize the canvas based on what I want to. Or you can go to image and then you can go to resize, and then you get the same window, and then you resize the canvas, and then you can click the orientation of where you want it. And how do you check if I followed you? I think you did follow me, so I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I'm pretty content with that. That is hyper. Okay, so now we need to fix the actual portal. And the portal needs to throb. That's my problem. It does not move at all, and I dislike it. Oh, how many years I followed you? That I have no idea. I don't even know how I would check that. It might say it in my Twitch about me. I think I added a follower box. You might be able to see it in there. Let's go to this. Okay, let's rebuild our palette again because I forgot to copy it. Okay, so right now, default should be the bottom one. Let's copy the palette. Okay, and we're gonna have to change that in code because I did not anticipate doing this. So let's copy this portal. Oh, it's the wrong frame. Wrong layer, I should say. Okay, and actually we're gonna make this slightly bigger so we can account for the throbbing. I could do it with code too, but I kind of want it to animate as well. So Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do, maybe I'll do this again for this thing. Do I like that? We kind of want to make it look like, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. We'll see it out. We'll see it to the end. Actually, this is confusing me. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm a fan of that. We can actually add black on the bottom, probably. Do I even need black? Does that just look weird? Honestly, let's leave it. I'm kind of cool with it for now. Okay, so then I want to do a cycling color. So for that, we're going to have to change this. Whoa. Yeah, we're going to have to change this. And make that that. And let's just... actually, is it better to just change all of these to some random color to make my life slightly easier? Wow, these are the ugliest default sprite I've ever seen in my life. What is it, like 5 frames? Okay. So then next one's got, whoop, we fucked up. Delete these. Let's just make this like something else as well. Oh, it can't be black. Okay, get rid of that. This is the ugliest portal you've ever seen in your life. Alright. I want the color to cycle because I like how that looks. So wait, we gotta go here. And then we gotta go here. And we gotta go here. And we gotta go here. And then we gotta go here. Okay. And then we shift the colors. So black is going to go on the outside. Oh, one behind that. Okay. And then we need blue, which is going to be one behind that. So it's going to be here. And then it's going to be here. And then it's going to be here. And it's going to be here. And it's going to be here. Then we need this, which is going to be here, 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 here. And then we need light purple, should be there, 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 there. Did I do that right? No, I fucked it up. 2021, dude. That's forever ago. You're one of the OGs, man. Did I do this right? Purple's here. Oh, I fucked it up. Purple's got to be here. And here. Then here, then here, then here. I should have just looked at it from here, yeah. This goes there, there, into there, into there. Did I do it? Why are 2 frames red? So dark blue has to go there. I messed up somewhere. Oh no. Oh god. When did I start streaming? I don't know. I haven't been streaming that long, that recently. I kind of like this look, but we're going to start over. We're going to do it again. Alright. I was looking at the wrong thing. Let's try it again. Let's do white. It's easier to see. Blue. And then we have like oppressive green. Okay. Let's see if those colors are easier to see. So I'm just gonna base it off the color that needs to move. There. 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 Okay, first one's easy. Second one, level 2. Okay. Third one. Let's go here, 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 here. Fourth one. Here, right? Yep. Here, 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 here. Fifth one goes into the hole, out, there, 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 and black goes here, here, wait, there, 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 there. Yeah, there we go. So what's the point of these new colors? I just like the new colors, and I want it to look more portally. But it actually might look less portally. Maybe I should just keep the center black all the time. We'll see what we'll try it. I just want it to look more fantastical, you know, like shit's happening. And then we're actually gonna make it throb slightly, so it'll be boom. I think I'm gonna do it for 2 frames, and we'll see what that looks like. A single pixel at the bottom of the rectangle on either side in the center. You're talking about here. Oh, the rectangle. On the lower, oh, the bottom. I like your thought, but I honestly was thinking it needs to be here, personally, when I first did it. I'll try it, though. Oh, yeah, that looks fine. Thank you, Jade. I quite like that. And then... So it kind of looks like it throbs a little. Or like pulsates, whatever. That's what I'm looking for. I want it to look like it's, you know, unstable. I think that gives the vibe I'm looking for. Okay, and then we gotta flip it with code. A little bit. And then we can also make a falling in and out animation as well. Yeah, that could be pretty funny. I kind of like the idea of a falling in animation. But that also might make the... we'll try it. We'll see it. Fuck it. First, we're going to fix the code for it. So for the portal... Oh, then we need a dissipation. Duplicate. Dissipate. How should I do the dissipation? I actually kind of like the idea of doing a... Is it possible to do a thing here? Maybe since it's going down, I'll just remove the topmost layer each round. And it'll look like it's sinking. I kind of like that. Oh. Okay. Can actually bring this back together. That should be fine. It's not fancy, but it'll work. Okay. So now we're gonna fix it in code. Yeah, what are we doing here? We need so the portal needs to be, it's not an image index anymore. It's going to be a Y flip. So it's currently defaulted if it can't transport. So if can transport equals false, then image Y scale equals -1, because it's going to be flipped. Else it'll equal 1. Okay, I think that'll work. Sets it as the portal after the thing. Oh, and then we want to dissipate. Try index equals SPR portal arrow portal dissipate. Arrow portal dissipate. And then we'll do if x equals SPR arrow portal dissipate if image index is greater than or equal to image number -1. So if it's at the end of the animation, then it can destroy itself. This should actually be if x does not equal SPR arrow portal dissipate, then set it. Image index equals 0, image speed equals 1. I don't think we changed the speed at all, but I wanted to start at the beginning of the animation just in case it doesn't do that. Let's see what our new portal looks like. We'll see how that looks, and then figure out what to do from there. I feel like the fireballs are pretty uggo. I kind of like the portal, dude. That looks pretty good. That looks awesome. That turned out really good. That weird circle thing looks fucking sick. Okay, I need to change the... Do I? I don't know. Do I need to change the Y? What does the collision box for that even look like? Oh, wait, is it even animating? I didn't even notice. It's not animating, it's static right now. Yeah, we gotta fix that. Yeah, it's setting it to 0. Okay. Let's try that again. And then what does the collision box for it look like? Oh. What is that collision box? Technically, it only needs to be colliding on the top because when the player falls, it doesn't matter. Actually, we can probably make it a little smaller than that. And we'll see how that works. Hello, Heather. How are you doing? How's your day going? Oh, actually, let's do the same thing we did for the Earth Punch for the lightning. Oh. Earth Punch, we have a run for lightning crawl. Let's do the same thing. One bad day is all it takes. For what? Oh yeah, dude. Oh, it's fucking sick. Okay, fireballs need to change because they're uggo. Dude, I gotta do some kind of falling animation for them. That would be so awesome. Oh, I can do particle effects too. My day's been pretty good. I woke up, had to do, I had to go to the grocery shopping. I did that. Had to do a little bit of work. NBD for New Jersey Rapid Trooper sword-based firing harness. Dude, I watched that video. It was really good. All it takes for a New Jersey rat, man. They take it all out. Also, I've been listening to copious amounts of Rust videos when I've been, oh, dude, we gotta do a particle effect. He didn't get me a little treat. Jade needs her little treats. Jade needs her little treats, dude. Squeaks, 84,000 hertz. Squeaks. Out of hearing range hurts. Dude, that video is great. Let's, do I still have the palette? I do. No treat for Jade. I gotta get her some treats, dude. She's dying. We're gonna do particle effects. Because I am a fiend for particle effects. An absolute fiend. Literally dying. He's so inconsiderate. I'm so inconsiderate. Alright, how do we want to do the particle effects? It's gotta be circles, dude. It's gotta be like... And then we gotta do plus signs, my favorite. Yes. Circles and plus signs. Oh, and then diagonal plus signs. Yeah, baby. And then we gotta center them. Whoop. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. Where's my thing here? Like there. 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 Like here. That's called an X. An X. I know not what you talk about. Boom. Like this. Like that. Like this. Copy a couple of these. X marks the spat. Okay. That looks pretty good, but it needs more white. And pink. Oh yeah, dude. Actually, let's replace let's add in more pink. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Auto trim. Beautiful. Look at it. Alright, so we're going to center this. And now we're going to decide how I want to do it. How am I visualizing it in my mind's eye? Let's contemplate it for a moment. I feel like they need to fly, but also have no gravity. So let's do that. So then we go to the portal. And then we're gonna do, we're just gonna do particle timer and 5. Actually, do I even need a timer? Yeah, let's keep the timer. And then we're gonna do, if particle timer is greater than 0, we're going to subtract it, and else we're going to do, actually we're going to do a repeat. And then we're going to reset the particle timer. We'll do like 1 to 5 for now. Repeat. So we actually have a global particle range that is set in the menu. So I just copy this line every time and go from there. Oh. So this is so that if they turn down the particle level, it will actually do it. I mean, I don't think anybody's computer is going to be borked by the amount of particles I'm trying to do here, but just in case, just to make sure. SCR. What is my create particle? Yeah, there we go. I created my own script for particles. That's how much I love them. So let's do sparkle equals that. Because we're going to take sparkle and we're going to give it 0 gravity. Whoop. Gravity equals 0. Alright, so the particle sprite is SPR arrow portal particles. The object type is going to be the blood. I just love using the blood. It's got no collision. Rotation speed, we can make it random. Let's do up to 45. I want those babies spinning. Layer is going to be front player. So that's above the player. The X is going to be RX. And how much do we want it to shift? Range. The range I want it to be, so the thing is like 20 pixels long. So if we're starting from the center, we can go 10 pixels in either direction. So let's do a range between 10 and 10. For that, and then it's gonna be Y, and then it's not 16, I think it's 16 tall, but it's probably less than that, so we're just gonna do a -6 6 I random range. And then what do I have here? I have H speed. That's also gonna be I random. We can do anything, it doesn't matter. Oh, actually, if it doesn't have gravity, they're always going to go up, aren't they? Yeah, that's not what I want, is it? I might need to make a floating particle, because these are all going to go up. Actually, let's sparkle dot direction equals image angle, and let's just see what that looks like. I have no idea. I feel like it's going to turn as the thing rotates, which could be kind of funny because it might circulate or something. So this is for the H speed, so we're going to do, I don't know. It doesn't honestly matter. Let's just do the same thing for V speed. So resets the timer, does the particle thing, yada yada yada. Let's see. Let's see how it works. This might totally not. No, it actually should work. We'll see. I'm having less confidence as I think about it more. I just want my portals to look beautiful. And then we're gonna work on those fireballs, dude. Lightning's okay. We'll work on lightning, but it obviously needs particles. That's what it's missing. Oh, we have different arguments. Oh, sorry. Is that it? Create event. Oh, yeah, that's my bad. I messed that up too. You got me. Okay. Correcting me every time. Python wouldn't bark at you like that. No, it wouldn't. Python would not. It would just accept the fact that you gave it too many arguments and only used the beginning arguments. Yeah, dude. It's an overwhelming amount of particles. But it's so great. Look at it. Oh, I should make the particle destroy. That's my problem. Look at them go, dude. That is way too many particles. Do particles have a timer on it would go off indentation? I might need to add a lifespan on the particles. I think blood does have a lifespan. Here, we'll check in a second. First thing we gotta fix is that layer. It actually needs to be on the bullets layer, which is the highest layer. Oh, that's wrong. Sorry. We're looking for the portal, right? Oh, this is the portal. These need to be in the highest layer. Bullets. They need to be much less frequent. Range of, literally, you can do 0. 0 to 5. Yeah, and then I think blood no collision has a lifespan. It does not. We can add one. So we'll start at -1. If it does not equal -1. Zero. We're also gonna give it a fade. I kind of want them to fade out. Equals false. So if fade equals true, if image alpha is greater than 0. Image alpha minus equals 0.1. Else instance destroy. Okay. And then we need to make sure in the portal that we set the lifespan. Sparkle dot lifespan equals random range of 10 to 30. Okay. Let's see if that works. And then lightning and earth are going to kind of have similar particles. Oh, I fucked up. Because I was inconsistent with my naming. Yeah. Okay. I already figured that because I was like, I think lifespan should be one word. Or, I think it is one word. Does not equal 1. Yeah. Subtract fate equals true. That shouldn't matter. That should just always work. No problem. Oh yeah, baby. They go way too far, but yeah, we can adjust the lifespan. Let's lower the lifespan. And let's change the speed. To make it more variable, we're going to change that instead of integer random to just random. And then we're going to lower it for like 3. See what that looks like. So we lowered the time that they're alive as well as the speed at which they move. I want to survive. Oh yeah, dude. Looks pretty good. I might still make them shorter yet, but it's amazing what particle effects will do to a level. Is there a way to watch her shoot? I kind of like it. It's pretty funny. I might lower the portal by like a pixel or two, though. Or raise it by a pixel? I'm not sure. Yeah, we need some kind of splash effect for when the earth arrow hits the ground and for the fire arrow. The portal is looking pretty, I'm content with it. I might do an animation for it, but that's going to add frames to the player being unable to move, which is okay. It'd be funny, but it might not work in my favor. Yeah, I love how that looks. I might make the player spawn higher, actually, so that the particle effects are slightly away. I don't know. Man, some particle effects. Maybe I'll do a couple more arrow types. This will be a pretty simple level. It's a little hard to see the lightning with all the particles, though. So I might have to keep that in mind. Ah, I thought I was getting lucky. Oh man, I thought I had it. It's amazing what it looks like with just that animation. Ah, lightning, dude. It's a sleeper. Gotta get lucky. No fireballs. Oh. Okay, it counts as a win. I need some kind of arrow thing once it gets past the once you get past the tower, and then we gotta do fireballs. I think I'll do fireballs, and then I'll probably end stream after that. So let's look at the fireballs real quick here. I can get the fire palette that I have. I have a pretty consistent fire palette somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Okay, and then let's look at the fireballs again. Close that. Where am I at right now? The Watchtower. Okay, let's look at the fireball. I don't like the ball. Let's start from ground zero here. I think I want to do like a dithering thing like I do for my other fireballs, so let's do that. Yeah, I much prefer the dithering look. It just looks like a little bit more purposeful. I might leave the bottom, just, yeah. It's circular, so I think it'll be fine. Yeah, that looks better, which means we got to make it directional now, which is fine. So right now it's in centered. It's going to have a particle effect on it. It's got a pretty small range currently, but I want it to match my dragon fireball, so oh, that's my problem. I'm in this. Okay, so yeah, what do we got to do here? We got to do yeah, how do we want to animate this? So right off the bat, it should be, well, technically, we could do point direction. Is that gonna work? I feel like it'll work. And then since we're plus 90, we have to subtract 90. Is that gonna work? It should like point in the direction that it's going, theoretically. Because it's taking the current position it's at, and then it's taking the further position based on the h speed and the v speed, and it's going to move towards that. And then we can add particle effects for that later. Oh, okay, it works. Sweet. It looks good. Definitely needs particle effects or some kind of animation. Do my fireballs for the dragon even have an animation? No, they just have a particle effect. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I just want the game to have some kind of homogeneity to it. Look at that. Yeah, lightning. Actually, we should just make lightning on a higher layer than the portal so that it always overlaps it. So lightning should actually probably be on the bullets layer. So when we go to the magic arrow, because lightning is the only thing that really kills you. Well, lightning and fire is what kills you. Oh, that is on the bullets layer. So then the portal needs to be on a lower layer. Portal should just be behind player, honestly. But that, does that put it below the... No, it's still above the grass layout. Okay. Is this my level? Okay. Yeah, because the portal's going to get in the way a little bit. The particles are still going to overlap the lightning, but at least you'll be able to see the lightning when it goes through a portal. So I think overall that'll end up being for the best. Yeah, it's better to see the lightning on top. There might be too many particles, especially once we get all these in. The particle nightmare. We can increase the time for the particles. To like 5 to 10. That'll be much less to deal with, and we can also lower the lifespan as well. We can also raise the speed so they get out of the way faster as well, but I think that would look weird. Hit me with the portal, buddy. There we go. That's much less. Just a subtle effect. This is pretty cool. I'm quite happy with this so far. So I'm going to probably redo the ground, or at least touch up the ground animation a bit. And then we need like dirt particles. And then And then we need fire particles, and then we need lightning particles, and then maybe another air. Oh, it's behind the cliff over there. We can actually just lower the cliff for this level. There's nothing that needs to be by the cliff. Give me the cliff. Put it right there. Yeah. Okay. Easy. I'm back from being in the dark. Oh, I'm just at the end of my stream, but welcome back. Back from being in the dark. Oh, wrong level. Boom. Got particles. Portal turned out pretty good. Ah. Hiding in the dark for your migraine. Understandable. Got me there. Maybe I should make the fireballs go a little higher. I'll think about it. They're like a pretty good level right now, but I like the idea of them floating just a tad bit more, so that I can't jump over them. As easily. So, fire, should do 9. B speed of 9, see if that does anything. We'll try it. So now, yeah, you can't jump over them. You gotta go under. So if you're trying to jump, you're most likely gonna get killed. I feel like that's the way it should be, so that you have to go under. I don't know, I'll play with that. I might do like 8.5 or something. Under. This is kind of a tough level. Maybe I need an 8. I'll dust it more, but fuck. It's all about your ability to recognize the arrows, honestly. Oh, I didn't recognize that one. Fire. It's almost like you gotta do it without looking at it. Oh, actually, I can just keep running with those. That makes it a little bit easier, actually. Oh, man. Close. Because I'm a whale. The whale life, dude. It's really only jump if you see green. Green or yellow. Honestly, it's looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Sweet. I'm gonna probably play with that level for these guys here, because I don't know if I like 9, but yeah, and then it's just a bunch of particle effects, some animations, and maybe the faded water arrow. Maybe. And I need to do some kind of code for the water. Does this still allow me to jump over top of... Yeah, you gotta shoot a fire arrow. It does not. But it's a little bit lower. Okay. Fuck. That's pretty good. I quite like that. Very simple level compared to the other level. Alright. If you guys came out today to watch 2 hours of me programming Jump Off the Bridge, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. I will have much more work to do, but that is a sliver of what it's like doing game dev. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Don't work too hard. Try to stave off those migraines for any of you migrainers out there. And thank you. Take it easy. I'll see you sometime in the future. Peace.